Good morning, lads and lassies. Irish Demon here, back with another video. It is 2:30 in the morning here, and I was honestly about to go to bed. I actually fell asleep on the couch watching a movie. I woke up and I was about to go to bed. I was scrolling through Facebook and I came across something that bothered me, and something that I felt I have to comment on it. I've gotta say what I gotta say. Before I do, most of you might be thinking, oh my god, where's his beard gone? I know. I had to lose the beard. Quite frankly, guys. I had to trim it to an acceptable level. I don't want to get into the details of it right now to, just be straight. I don't want to get into the details, but essentially I'm taking up a position within an organization, and they have extremely strict guidelines. So this is an acceptable amount of beardage that I'm allowed to have. I'm allowed to keep my mustache. I might actually need to get rid of the shadow too, but I'm allowed to keep the tash. So that's a good start. Anyway, we leave that aside for now. And we'll move into what I wanted to talk about. So I was scrolling through the Facebook, as you do. Oh yeah, I'm back on Facebook, by the way. As you guys know, I don't really use Facebook, but what had happened was somebody tagged me in something. So I went in, I was looking through, and then I was just scrolling away down or whatever. And I saw a headline about the Kenosha kid, Kyle Rittenhouse. Now, if you don't know who that is, or if you don't remember, during the BLM Antifa protests, it got really out of hand in one of the protests, and shit just went crazy. People shooting each other, people rolling big bins full of flames, literally a dumpster fire towards a fuel station. There was absolute chaos. I watched the video. Kyle Rittenhouse shot two people, I think. Shot 2 or 3 people, I can't remember. And I think 2 died and 1 was severely injured, had his bicep blown off or whatever. So Kyle Rittenhouse was arrested, and he was put in jail on remand for trial. So he hadn't been tried or found guilty or anything yet. But recently he was bailed out. I think he was on a bond of about $1 million. He was bailed out recently. So there was kind of uproar over that. Fair enough. But that's not the point, okay? It's irrelevant actually to what I'm about to tell you. So I'm scrolling through Facebook and I see this thing about Rittenhouse. I don't even know what. I'm going to bring it up right now. See if I can see what the story was even about. To be honest, the headline says Kenosha shooting suspect Kyle Rittenhouse ordered to stand trial. That's fairly standard stuff, okay? But then I gotta say I was shocked by some of the comments that I came across. Really shocked. I don't care what somebody has done. Let me be very clear on this. Regardless of what crime somebody has committed, rape, under any circumstances, is not a punishment. Lock them up. If you believe in it, then, kill them or whatever the case may be. Like, as in through legal means, I mean. Lethal injection, whatever. Depending on what country you're in, that may or may not be legal. But rape is not funny, and it is not a good enough deterrent. It shouldn't be used as a weapon against somebody in any situation or any capacity. It is without a doubt one of the most horrific things that one human being can do to another. And I don't give a shit what the person has done. There is no acceptable situation where that should be used as a punishment in any capacity. I'm sure anybody out there with half a brain can see that is not cool. Calling for this person to be raped, a young guy, I think he's only 17 or 18, calling for a young man to be raped in prison and hoping that happens is one of the most disgusting and despicable things I've ever heard anybody say. Let me explain where this came from. So, in this group, somebody added me to this group a while back called "White People Receiving Consequences Is My Kink." I don't know that that's really an appropriate thing. I mean, there's shitty people from every race, so but anyway, that's a different story. And then this person says, let me just find where it is. Okay, well, she's deleted her comment now, but basically this lady said, I hope Bubba gets him in prison, and I hope he gets passed around. That is one of the most disgusting things I've ever heard in my life. You guys know I've worked with prisoners for the last number of years. I've seen the effect of prison rape. Prison rape is a very, very serious thing. It is horrific. And to see a person who claims to be, on their own account, an LGBTQ plus ally and an LGBTQ plus person, I believe she's a trans person, who has on their own Facebook page, and I won't say the person's name because she did apologize. I don't need to be apologized to. I don't care. It's not me you're talking about here. You need to apologize to humanity for taking a stance like that. But this person herself was a victim of rape. And she called for this person to be passed around. A young man, regardless of what he's done, he's still a young man in prison, to be passed around. And some other words that I can't even say on the air. Truthfully, I can't even say those words. Now, you guys know me. You guys, I bring you into my life every day. I will call people out when they say something ridiculous like that. And I said it to her. I was like, look, I appreciate that you obviously hate this person. That's fine. That's where you can hate whoever the fuck you want. You have a right to hate whoever you want. I was like, but can we at least agree that rape is not a fair punishment? And the minute that we allow rape to be used as a punishment is the day that we've lost humanity. What is inherently wrong with somebody that they think that rape is a fair and just thing to happen to somebody in any circumstance? It's disgusting. And then she told me she actually straight away, she was like, actually, I think you're right. I shouldn't have said that, especially as a victim of rape myself. And I'm like, okay, well, I appreciate that she apologized. You know, some people say things in the heat of the moment. I get it. That's why I'm not going to put screenshots of her thing up here and put her on blast. She made a mistake. She's deleted the comment. Obviously, she's realized that what she said was a bit extreme or whatever the case may be. And I appreciate that. I think there should always be a chance for somebody to correct themselves or correct something and say, oh, look, I'm sorry. I was wrong about that. And fair play to her. She did. Straight up. No fucking around. She did. Another person responded to me. I put a big long comment on it. I won't read the comment. I put a big long comment on the post itself, and I was like, look guys, all else aside, regardless of what the person has done, can we all agree that under no circumstances is rape excusable? Under no circumstances. And the first few people agreed. They were like, absolutely, there's no excuse for rape. I can't believe I even have to say this in this modern world, that I even have to suggest to people who claim to be, you know, people on the left who should know more about this kind of stuff than anybody else because it's in our culture so much and we hear about it so much on the internet and stuff, that these people should know better than anybody. We've all seen it. I'm sure the majority of people who are watching here right now knows somebody that's been a victim. I was shocked, man. I was shocked. Usually this group is so woke, and now all of a sudden they're calling for somebody to be raped. Loads of them, not just one, not just two. Loads of them talking about, oh, I hope Bubba gets him in prison. What the fuck is that? That's horrific. How can a person even think that that's okay in any capacity, to even have to be corrected on something like that? That to me is mind-blowing. That, I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked that people in the modern world would think that that's acceptable. Your hate for somebody is that strong that you will excuse rape? You need a good hard look at yourself if that's what you think. If you're watching this right now and thinking, oh, well, I wish you did get raped, then unsubscribe and fuck right off, because I don't want anything to do with somebody who's an apologist for any rapist, no matter what the situation is. Another guy commented, and I won't say their name or whatever. Another person commented, don't do the crime if you can't do the time, responding to my post about saying that, maybe rape isn't a good thing. Again, I can't believe I even have to say that. And I said, I'm not saying that he shouldn't do the time, but rape is not a punishment. How can you defend this? Now, am I missing something? Is the hate for that guy that strong that people would want him to be raped? I can't believe what I'm reading. I cannot believe what I'm reading. And I go in and I check these people's accounts. And, because I want to make sure they're not just troll accounts or whatever, because then I don't waste my time. But I go in and I check these people's accounts. They're LGBTQ people or LGBTQ allies or anti-rape activists or like anti-sexual assault stuff on all of their Facebook pages. Rainbow flags, etc. on all of their Facebook pages. They know what happens to LGBTQ people out there. And then they're sitting here apologizing for rape, allowing that to happen just because they hate this kid so much. Damn, guys, what the fuck? This guy responded to me just now. He says, yes, if I went to jail right now, people would say the same to me. Just how it is, man. Look, I'm under no illusion that a young man in jail is at huge risk of being sexually assaulted, being raped. I've seen it firsthand, the effects that this has had on people. I have literally been there just after something like this has happened. Anybody watching this who used to work with me, you'll know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to say any names. A regular of ours, bit of a character, was raped and murdered in jail. It's horrific. Again, I cannot believe that I even have to say this. That I even have to remind people that rape is not okay. Even if it is on a murderer, even if it is on somebody who raped somebody else. It is not okay, guys. Don't let your hate blind you so much that you will literally support the rape of somebody. I am fucking shocked. I am blown away. I've seen people that I know personally make comments like this before. It's horrific. Under no circumstances is it acceptable. And if you think it is, then please try to explain to me why. I get it, some people use extreme language when they hate somebody. But let's not let the hate get in the way here, guys, of the real big picture. Thank you so much, lads and lassies. I appreciate you listening to my early morning rant. I am now going to go and try to go to sleep. I'm just really worked up over this. It's a horrific thing. But anyway, thank you so much, and we'll catch you next time. Sláinte.